Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Gotta start somewhere.
Do we even say BRTV anymore?
BRTV?
Is that a thing?
I don't know. Ask Phil.
Is that a thing? Help us out here. Are we keeping up? I gotta make sure. You talk. I'm gonna make sure everything's plugged in because I don't like the way that we're using the computer.
I'm pretty sure BRTV. Didn't he say BRTV?
Coming to you via the virtual airwaves of BRTV from the Big Easy in Louisiana, bringing you his philosophy and insight on life and all things pipe and premium tobacco related. Please welcome your host, Padre Piperer.
BRTV. Padre along with Mark VV and
Some coffee.
some coffee. Something new. Barrister Joe's, which is not new to me. It's a new blend, though. I've never had the
Barista Joe's?
Barrister.
Barrister. What is a barrister? Isn't a barrister like a...
Barrister's like, isn't that a rank of royalty or
I
something?
think so. Let's look it up.
And a barista. And the spelling is slightly different, right? There's two S's or something?
Barista's like a rank of royalty to those rich white people.
Yes, of the Starbuckian line.
Starbuckian line.
All right. So anyway, this is, what is it we're drinking? It's called Blue.
Blue Mountain?
No.
Jamaica Blue?
Jamaica Blue, I think, maybe.
A barrister is a type of lawyer in common law jurisdictions. Barristers mostly specialize in courtroom advocacy and litigation. Some kind of lawyer, so I don't know if this is a British lawyer or if, England and Wales, so yeah, British.
Okay, if you haven't managed to tune out by now, this is episode 6, Smoking Through the Series. We are in the Country Squire Tobacconist, what is it called? Middle Earth series,
yes.
The Middle Earth series. This began like 42 years ago.
It's been a bit.
It has been a little bit.
It's been a bit.
And we're finally getting to episode 6. Now, as we record this, the Saturday before Palm Sunday, I got to keep it liturgical.
How appropriate.
Like you've made 18 videos.
It's been a few, yeah.
In 2 days.
Mm-hmm. I just kept it rolling.
You have become a video producing dude. I have not had content on my channel since I think November until yesterday. I did a live at 4 o'clock in Chad's spot. Yardism Live became Padre Live, and we lifted Chad in prayer. I'm feeling in slow motion today.
A little bit.
You know why?
Why?
I think it's allergies and allergy medicine.
Are you on some medicine?
I am on. Yeah, I'm on something.
It's on you share.
Antihistamines, antihistamines, I'm feeling slow. Yeah, the pollen's bad this year, but let's not talk about that. We need to keep praying for Yardism. He is recovering from the COVID, and he had a pretty nasty case of it. He was in ICU.
The 19th COVID?
The COVID of the year 2019. That's how it got.
Was that how it really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, because COVID, I think there's COVID 41, which was from
1941.
Yeah. There you go. So anyway.
Brilliant.
Chad is recovering. He was in the hospital. He was in ICU. And he's home. And he's holding his own. And so we need to just... We're pulling for you, brother. So we're here doing episode 6. That means we did 5 other backies.
There are 5 prior to 6.
I'm going to be noisy and move this microphone closer. I don't know if it's going to make a difference or not, but it probably should be a little closer.
Are you worried it's picking up more of me than you?
No, I was just worried it was so far back. Listen.
You got on top of the backy.
Yeah, maybe they don't need to hear what we're saying today. So we're on, I don't even remember all the ones we did. I know we started with No, we didn't. We started with Old Toby.
Old Toby. Then we moved on to...
It was Arrow, non-Arrow. Arrow, non-Arrow.
I believe Bag End was number 2. And then we moved on to Second Breakfast.
I do remember the Maple.
After second breakfast, I have them literally right here. I could just go over the list.
I guess if you wanted to review. Now, as we do this, I guess the real question is, does John David over at Country Squire still have this deal up?
No, they took the deal down.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I'm not really sure of the reasons why, but I'm assuming they had some. They usually do like a IPSD sale on their blends, so I guess he didn't want to roll it. It's already on sale with the sampler, so
yeah,
didn't want to put it more on discount just because it was on the website.
That could be it.
So we had.
I was just worried maybe it was an FDA thing.
I don't know. Maybe Ben. Could have been. Old Toby. We got Bag End, Second Breakfast, Green Dragon, then Rivendell, and finally
today,
Kingsfoil.
Tinfoil. 42 minutes into this video, you finally know what the heck we're.
Is it really been 42 minutes? Good lord.
Yeah, we talk a lot. All right, so we've got Kingsfoil, aka Tinsfoil, and this is a Virginia with a little splattering of Kentucky, dark-fired Kentucky.
Smattering of dark-fired Kentucky.
Which I like a dark-fired Kentucky. It adds a little body. I don't like it by itself, but I do like it in a Virginia.
I don't like it in heavy doses. It's kind of like Latakia. For me, it's not a pleasant. I don't want to say it's not a pleasant tobacco. It's just not one that I enjoy.
Well, it's stout.
In large doses.
It adds a little hit to the world.
But I discovered I don't like Perique in large doses either.
Well, I didn't think I did either, but back in the day, Country Squire did have a half Perique blend. Do you remember that one? It was called.
I don't know what they did to that one.
Well, it went away because it was made with McClellan components.
Well, I liked that one.
I did too, which surprised me because allegedly it was 50% Perique. I can't think of what it's called. Oh, Pirate's Alley.
Pirate's Alley, yeah.
Pirate's Alley. It was really good.
Yesterday
really
on my channel, I did a tasting of the Beast.
The Beast.
From Cornell and Deal.
Which is also 50%.
50, I think it was 51% Perique, and it just tasted like straight Perique. And
yeah, I bet it did.
It was not the most pleasant.
So let's plug your channel for a moment, because you have been putting up content.
I have been.
I don't know what got into you, besides unemployment.
That's the primary driving factor, yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
For
those of you who haven't been keeping up, since we last made a video, you have become a house husband.
I have a house husband, a kept man, a Mr. Mom, a Mrs. Dad, as I like to...
You hit the lottery.
Hit the lottery. So
I mean, you literally hit the lottery.
I literally, the main lottery.
That's how you were able to quit working, right?
Yes, I quit the lottery. I won the lottery, about $10 billion.
Would you still be hanging out with me if you did that?
I may give you a little bit. I'd donate something to the church.
Like better coffee?
Father Randall Graff.
Some better coffee for the church?
Yes.
Comes here and complains about the coffee. All right. So we should probably dig into this Kingsfoil here.
Probably.
Why don't you go ahead and show that off, and I'm going to look it up online and give the descriptor.
Oh, so should we show our pipes?
Oh, we could do that.
So I'm doing mine in a...
Yep.
I was going to do it in a little mini, like this a little Missouri Meerschaum mini, but I'm really not. I'm doing mine in a modified Shire, which usually has what is that word? A long pipes churchwarden stem. I've taken it off and put the emerald stem off the emerald.
You're on antihistamine
Missouri
as well, eh?
Apparently.
All right.
It's a good day to do this video.
Yes, indeed. So, I have not been smoking the heck out of this thing. This is a Missouri Meerschaum. They call it a Bing.
Oh yeah, that's the new one, huh?
It must be new. I found it on their website, bought it, and I
think the Bing's Missouri Meerschaums are relatively new. I think that's like
I really like it. Smokes like a charm. It's kind of like a country gentleman sort of bowl with an extended shank and a long bit. Am I getting these parts right? And it's just nice. It really it smokes like a charm. All right.
There you go.
Kingsfoil from the Middle Earth series, a medium full Virginia/Kentucky mixture with the natural sweetness you expect from yellow Virginias and the rich smokiness characteristic of dark fire cured leaf. This tobacco burns clean And we'll have you stomping your feet, Hobbit style. All right, notes from the blender, John David Coe. Kingsfoil has no topping whatsoever. We use a variety of unflavored bright leaf Virginia and fire-cured Kentucky in the blend only. Okay, so there it is. This is going to be all leaf. You've already loaded your bowl, and what kind of cut is this? Kind of a...
Getting the bag note or the room note?
Yeah, I am. Almost a generic pipe. Like a generic strong pipe or a generic pleasant cigar. Probably not going to turn off a pipe or cigar smoker, but anti-smoking Nazis would probably be really ticked.
Why is this in my house?
Yes. And how'd you find it packed and lit?
Packed well. It's relatively dry because I think it's been in that bag for several months now.
Dry is good on a blend like this.
But yeah, it's not like a...
It's not like crispy dry.
It's not crispy dry. It's right where it needs to be.
I think so.
It's a Cornell and Deal dry.
I think so. I think this is a good... Ugh. Sucked up something on the draw. Do you hate when you do that?
A little...
So how was the charring
lanyap.
light? A little lanyap, yeah.
Well, it's still going. I only lit it once, and it's still kind of...
You getting any bite?
No, not so far.
I find that I know if a backy is going to bite me right on the char.
Yeah.
And then, there are some toward the end that will start to do that because you're maybe doing relights. But if something chemically is not going to agree with me, I know it right from the start.
What's impressive to me is that you get the Kentucky right off the bat. Like there's a smokiness to it.
Yeah.
Not Latakia smokiness, just a subtle smokiness that is done very well.
I have some of that blending Kentucky from, I guess it's PNC, and it really does. You toss a little of that in anything, and it just kind of makes it nice. And I think it's Russ or somebody over there has a little note. It's like, we use this in a lot of our blends, just to, it's just kind of like that little extra ingredient, that little hidden secret ingredient that makes things nice. Now, you had a nice fancy lighter. Which one did you use?
It's
yeah.
But you had a relatively inexpensive one. It's a Jetline.
You had the one you were showing me before we started recording, though.
Oh,
this is like
Zycar.
This is a see-through. Interesting. Looks like the kind of thing you'd buy at a head shop.
I was showing Padre a...
Did you buy this at a head shop?
I bought it at a cigar shop, which potentially had some...
Looks like it came from a rock
marijuana paraphernalia.
There you go.
Now, this is the one I was showing.
That is really a nice looking lighter. It could fit in your pocket like a pen. It needs a laser pointer. And then,
Well, I think I...
Yeah, it doesn't hold a lot of fuel, does it? It's a good-looking lighter. I, on the other hand, I'm using a Crocs. You know where this came from?
The dollar store?
It came from the Dollar Tree.
How much did it cost?
You're not going to believe this. $1.
That's impressive. Does it work?
Is my pipe lit?
It is.
It works.
Dollar well spent.
I like this right off the bat. You're right. You do get a little of that Kentucky smokiness.
It's got a little bitey, a little bit, but not...
bitey flavor or bitey tonguey?
Bitey tonguey.
Uh-oh.
It's, it's a golden, bright Virginia.
Right,
so
Virginia, you do it, so you sip.
Higher sugar content.
You sip.
I'm being a little aggressive with my smoking cadence, so I should probably dial it back a little. Smoke it Padre style.
I'm not even sure what that means.
Me either. You want me to tell you about Kingsfoil? Do you know what Kingsfoil is?
Well, no, but I'm sure you're going to.
So Kingsfoil
Here comes the lesson.
That's the whole point of the series, Padre. To learn the people about Middle Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Learn them on.
Athelis, also known as Kingsfoil or Acea aranion.
You're making this up.
No, it's right here. Look, was a healing herb that grew throughout Middle Earth.
Why does it have 3 names?
I don't know. You want to resurrect J.R.R. Tolkien and ask him?
I think you might need to do that. You've got a Ouija board.
But it was used famously by Aragorn at some point. I'm not going to really go into that. There's no reason to read the back history of all this. But it's just an herb they use in Middle Earth to rub on wounds and salves and stuff like that.
So this is a healing.
Healing tobacco.
Okay.
Heal the soul.
I've heard something about that.
And it's appropriate that we're smoking it with yardism in mind.
Yeah.
To promote holistic wellness.
So we're in a different room.
We don't have a ring.
That's right. All of our other ones, we had the
Son
ring
of a
back there.
gun.
But what we do have is the world.
It's like a ring.
And somewhere here, this isn't Middle Earth. This is the Earth. Somewhere on here is a country called Egypt.
Yes.
Somewhere in Egypt is a canal. Somewhere in a canal is a big old boat lodged the wrong way.
Blocking a bunch of other boats.
You ain't
Several
getting
hundred
nothing.
boats.
So, like, if you got a pipe coming from out that way,
you ain't getting it.
you ain't getting it.
No, not anytime soon.
No.
I read about that. That is the funniest thing. Hey, look, I can make
Well, what's even better is if you get into the conspiracy websites. Trying to do a ring? Ah! There it is. There's a ton of conspiracy pages up now
about this.
About that Evergreen. I think isn't that what it's called? The company name is Evergreen, I believe, of the shipping company, and how this is all designed to impact the global economy. And
all you got to do is buy toilet paper, and that's enough to throw everybody into a tizzy.
This is true. It's been a year since the great toilet paper crisis of 2020.
Somebody was I read on Facebook, was like, I just went to Walmart today. It's the first time I've seen toilet paper in stock. Is the pandemic over?
My goodness.
But seriously, I mean, you still go to Winn-Dixie or the local grocery or something like that, and it's really hit or miss as far as what kind of paper products they have on the shelf.
Yeah, I guess if you have a brand, if you're brand specific on your TP, it could be an issue.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Winn-Dixie and Rouse's, they carry very specific.
No, I mean if you as the shopper are brand specific.
Yeah, well,
I mean, are you brand specific on your TP?
To a point. I won't buy like the generic stuff because it isn't as good.
I don't want to know what you mean by that.
Well, it doesn't.
I don't want to know what you mean by that.
Let me explain.
Golly.
All right, well, paper towels.
Slightly better topic.
Like when you tear like the generic ones, they don't always tear correctly. The perforation, sometimes they rip at the perforation, and you have like a sheet that's mostly, but then it has like a corner cut off because the perforation stayed with and it's just the cheap stuff. What I'm saying, the quality isn't there.
And there you have it.
So I don't smoke Captain Black Grape.
I still have that pouch sitting in the desk drawer over there.
Do you?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you want to pull it out and see if it's still moist?
No. I haven't had.
We can smoke that inside of the Kingsfoil.
God, that was horrible. Absolutely. How many bowls of it did you have before you said you should try this?
One. You remember that epidemic they had about stupid epidemic that they had where people were graping their tobaccos, where they would take Captain Black Grape and like mix it with something really nice to see like what percentage of it made the tobacco tolerable.
I don't remember that.
It was a big thing. I don't know if it was a big thing in the YTPC, but it was definitely a big thing in like the forums and Facebook groups and stuff like that. People were graping their tobaccos with Captain Black Grape.
That's messed up.
It's stupid.
Yeah, that's a good way to ruin a good tobacco.
But with all things, people will take things a little too far.
So, speaking of going a little too far, because of YouTube, BRTV has had to, rethink its place.
That's why we're doing it on your channel as opposed to BRTV.
That's the short answer, yeah. Do you fully understand the long answer? I mean, I've read, I don't know if it was in newsletters or if Phil was emailing me. It's something to do with embedding.
Yeah, it's something to do with a prevented external embedding.
Which is really weird because if you dig around in your channel, there's a little box that you can click to allow embedding or disallow embedding. So I think it has less to do with our side and more to do with YouTube deciding whether or not your channel
is appropriate
to be embedded in websites or whatever. I mean, it's just...
Well, I think what YouTube did is they forced anybody who has a topic that is inappropriate for, let's say, kids under the age of 18, like pipe tobacco.
Right.
That they force you to label your channel as not appropriate for children. Though they don't... No,
it's the opposite.
Oh, is it?
You have to, when you upload a video, you have to tell them if it's made for kids.
Right, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So, which is also kind of weird because you would have thought it would have been the opposite. Like you got to say adults only.
Yeah.
But no, you have to tell them this is okay for kids. Yeah. Which, this is a channel dedicated to an adult hobby.
Right.
It's not okay for kids. So.
Right. So I think it has some more.
So kids, turn off right now if you're watching.
If you're watching this, stop watching.
Get off this lawn.
Go eat some Cheerios
or some grape nuts.
Grape.
See, I work grapes back in there. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't keep up with YouTube and all their craziness and just the attitude du jour about either our hobby or about social media and about, what's an appropriate topic, what's an inappropriate genre of topics and free speech and...
You know what you can't do?
Well, I know there's a lot of things you can't do. Like, I mean, I couldn't live stream me murdering you right now. They would frown upon that.
Is that something you planned on doing?
It crossed my mind. When you were going into the toilet paper discussion.
Yeah, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah. Kind of did cross my mind.
You also can't sass mods on old codger's smoking pipes.
You're going to go there, huh?
I got banned from that group.
I think Pittsburgh Piper is a mod. I think.
Can you get me back in? I didn't do anything wrong. I just sassed the mod.
What did you do?
I pointed out some moral fallacies. The guy was calling me out on something, so I called him out on his stuff, and he was doing the same thing, and he was like, well, I'm sure
he happened to be an administrator?
Happened to be an administrator, because I'm like, well, you're anti-abortion, he had like a little anti-abortion or something like that, like icon on his
profile picture.
So I said, well, that's religious, we can see that. So I posted something that was political.
Was it intentionally political?
No. It was
because I've never seen you post anything intentionally political.
No, I've never posted
anywhere.
Yeah. I specifically stay away from that. But it was, if I recall correctly, it was a picture of like, I can't even remember at this point, but it was like a president that was smoking a pipe or something like that, or it was something to do with. I gotta look it up.
That's kind of silly.
It was. I
would be. I don't care what political affiliation. You show me a president smoking a pipe, and I'm impressed. I mean, the last one I know of is Gerald Ford.
I think he had posted a picture of Gerald Ford. I'm like, that's political, isn't it?
And
and that's what got me banned. You're like pointing out some what's the word I'm looking for?
An administrator?
Where like somebody tells you one thing, but they do the opposite.
Hypocrisy.
Ding,
ding, ding. The word is hypocrisy. Now you're going to go back and this is months ago that you got thrown. Not that this is the first.
It wasn't that long.
This is not the first pipe forum you've gotten tossed from. You're so mild-mannered. I don't know how you managed to do this.
Oh yeah, it was Bernie Sanders. It was a picture of the Bernie Sanders guy, like the meme with him in like in
the chair.
In the chair, and I basically put like, "This is Bernie Sanders waiting for some esoterica to drop."
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. And he's like, "He removed it." And he's like, "Oh, it's political. You can't post that." I'm like, "Okay, well." Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And so I argued with him back and forth a little bit. And
that's silly. I posted.
Got myself banned.
I actually made a picture of Bernie Sanders sitting out in our prayer garden, and put it on our church website, and everybody got a kick out of it.
Don't post that, and old codger smoking pipes.
Oh Lord,
I'll get you banned.
That's ridiculous. I didn't realize it was that ridiculous, but I'm sorry, that is ridiculous. Old codgers, you can do better than that.
You can, but I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to out anybody by name. It's not worth it. Not worth the fight.
So far on this blend, I'll say it's nothing has changed for me.
No,
anyway.
It's still just as good as it was when I lit it up.
Yeah, I mean it's fine.
It's fine. That's glowing review.
It tasted good at the char, and you're like, hey, this has got some potential, and it just kind of stayed there, which is fine.
I don't think it's not complex.
It's not complex. That's
not
the
complex.
way to put it. There's nothing changing about it.
You have it's a Golden Virginia with a little Kentucky. It's no more complex than that. It's a little sweet, a little smoky, and you don't need to think about it. You don't need to dissect it.
You just want to make sure you're sipping though.
Just sip it.
I haven't gotten it to burn me, but
if I do this little small puff thing, it doesn't burn me at all.
No, but the sip is just much more flavorful.
Yeah, I agree.
It's it's a Virginia with a little bit of Kentucky.
Thanks for the tip.
The sip tip?
The sip tip.
So what else? Okay, so I've been like really absent from the YTPC. I haven't even posted much on Twitter, and I've gotten so fed up with Twitter. Because Twitter's one of those places that feeds you all kind of crap, whether you subscribe to people or not.
Right.
And Twitter has just really gone to crap. I mean, it's just people yelling at each other.
Yeah, it's just
very political.
Very political.
Just so burnt out on all that crap.
If you don't identify as a liberal or a conservative, then
Then there's Instagram, and I haven't been over there all that much. I've really not been doing much.
Have you been posting the little dance videos on TikTok?
I don't even know if I don't know how.
Ask your daughter.
Yeah, I got no clue of TikTok.
Ask her to show
TikTok.
Ask her to show you TikTok.
I thought it was banned.
No, that's Parlor.
No. Didn't President Trump? Why are you laughing at me? Did I get spoofed by the Babylon Bee?
He did not ban TikTok.
Well, somebody back me up on this. Did not President Trump ban TikTok?
No,
TikTok.
He was banning like everything because they were getting mad at him. He was.
I thought it had something to do with
Twitter and Facebook.
The Chinese.
No, that was it wasn't TikTok. It was something else.
It was TikTok.
Was it?
I'm going to go to Google right now.
I don't know.
I'm going to Google.
I know you can still get TikTok.
All right. How do you spell it?
I got to do my little dance videos here and
there. Yeah. I don't need to see that. TikTok leggings comes up. That's what it's trying to help me with. TikTok ban, let's say Trump. Of course, I guess the internet had their last laugh on Trump.
I suppose they did.
Everybody banned him.
He's been hashtag canceled.
TikTok banned Trump before Trump could ban TikTok. I don't know. I don't keep up with this stuff.
I just burned the hair on my arm.
Is that what that smell is?
Yes.
Good Lord. Yeah, so anyway.
I hope that video caught that because it's funny.
I don't know. Is there like a TikTok pipe community? A TT
maybe
PC?
Maybe we can start one. You can find us on TikTok, guys.
Let's not. Let's just not do that. What else is there out there? So there's Instagram. I've got an Instagram. I've got a Facebook.
Instaface, Twitbook.
I've got a YouTube. I had a MySpace.
I had a MySpace, yeah. I got all the viruses on my computer because of MySpace. MySpace was prolific for giving people viruses.
Didn't Justin
Bieber?
maybe? No, who was the Justin before him? Timberlake?
Guarini?
I don't know. Somebody like from the pop music world, I thought
Guarini. Oh,
bought MySpace. No?
was it Justin Timberlake? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what they come to our videos for, is all for not the Kingsfoil, for literally everything else.
I guess. What I mean? So Parlor. I have a Parlor.
I don't.
I have a Parlor.
I had it, but then I deleted it, and then they banned it before I could re-download it. So,
Well, but I mean, it didn't matter because after they banned it from the store, Amazon
did they?
ripped it off their servers. So they're back. They're back.
Okay.
MeWe. I am on MeWe. I have been on MeWe
What was the other one? There's
since
MeWe.
2016.
Wow, that's...
I have one post. It was like in April of 2016 when I joined. I'm like, well, here I am. And it's the worst profile picture. I was not doing well in 2016, apparently. You should see this awful
It's
picture.
TikTok.
See, I don't get it. What are they doing?
They're dancing and talking.
It's just little teenage girls dancing.
Yeah.
It's just
More or
stupid.
less.
MeWe. I was going to tell you enough. Gab.
I don't have Gab. I downloaded MeWe
Gab.
like, briefly, and then I deleted it.
I don't
It was
think Gab
stupid.
has an app, though. That's the problem. So if you want to find me, don't look on those places because I don't go. I do have a LinkedIn.
So where were you going
LinkedIn
with
is
all
so
this?
professional. I don't know how did we got off on this.
You said something about like, bringing you up to speed on YouTube or the YTPC or something like that, and then you went on this little tangent about...
Because it goes back to the
TikTok.
fact that BRTV essentially doesn't exist anymore.
So what's
Right.
going on in the YTPC? I don't know what's going on in YTPC. I'm just dipping my toe into the landscape. I'm a newbie, essentially.
Well, you've had a channel for like 10 years.
Yeah, I've had like
You
10 videos.
just haven't posted until
I
like 3 days ago. And then
I
you
just now
posted,
have
like,
more
42
videos than you than 2021.
That is true. And aren't you glad I gave you the heads up before you went live on Friday? He was going to go live. He texted me, I'm going to do a live on Friday. Can you tune in at 10 a.m.? I'm like, yeah, of course, because I don't have work.
Well, you know.
So anyway, I'm like, you realize you're not going to go live on your cell phone. He's like, what? Apparently he didn't realize that. And I don't know what the cut is. Is it 1,000? You got to have 1,000 subscribers.
Which is stupid.
On YouTube to be able to use the live streaming function on your phone. Otherwise, you have to use a desktop or a laptop and use software.
I don't really understand the logic behind that at all.
I don't either. Maybe it's
It's all the same server, as far as I understand. I mean, it's not like the mobile devices go to a different uploading.
I don't know.
I don't quite understand.
I don't know. But I mean, that's so my Padre Viper channel has 2,000. I don't know how many subscribers. Over 2,000 subscribers. My church channel has less than 200 subscribers. Now, which one do I really need the numbers on? I need it on my church channel, so I can have more freedom. But of course, YouTube's not going to help out a little old church.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So how many subscribers do I have?
I
don't look at these things.
It's over 2,000, I think.
There was that whole discussion about the thumbs down guy.
I think I actually burned all my tobacco.
Or whoever.
Thumbs down. We know who it is. We know who you are.
Why are
know who you are.
I don't understand why people are so bent out of shape over it. I mean, and I know historically there were some people who you got to go in and you can turn a little thing off and people can't
thumbs down or
right.
Thumbs up
It won't show or they can't do it or something. I'm like, well, I don't understand why people get so bent out of shape out of that. I mean, if you're going to go through the effort to come to my channel just to give a video amount of thumbs down.
Look, if we can get me to 1,000 subscribers, I'll reveal who the 1,000 thumbs down guy is.
Is it you? Is it you? I'm on the church channel, so I don't even know how to look up to find out how many subscribers I got. But I have enough where I can do the live thing on my phone. Yeah, but yesterday I used this software here. We use vMix here at church, and so that's what I used because it works nice.
I guess the the whole mindset would the way I think of it is they don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to like be able to throw on their phones, upload, stream live.
Why not? I mean, that's kind of what YouTube exists for.
Well, true, but I guess they're trying to cut out all the little, preteens.
No, that's nonsense, because now have you noticed in your YouTube feed, you get all those stupid little almost TikTok type things?
That's true.
That is just, it annoys the crap out of me. That is the last thing I want to see is a semi-TikTok type 2-second video pop in. It's annoying. I don't subscribe to any of those little kids.
But then
don't put that crap in my feed.
I can't understand why they up the subscriber limit to 1,000.
Well, I'm going to say something very profound. So stand by for this. It could be because YouTube sucks.
Oh, yep. If you say YouTube sucks on your YouTube channel,
I probably just got shadow banned.
Do they demonetize everything?
Probably.
This is
the what is it? AI? The
dumbass.
Artificial intelligence is just.
It's plucking everything out.
How long have we been doing this?
I don't know. The video, like the length of the video?
Yeah.
35 minutes?
Oh, gosh. We probably need to be wrapping this up then. So what did you think?
It's good. This bowl is surprisingly small. So I have emptied it already. And it was good.
This is fine. Would I run out and buy 8 ounces of it? No. I mean, it's a Virginia, so nothing wrong with doing that because it's going to get better.
I'm pretty sure Kingsfoil is probably the least purchased of the 6.
Yeah,
I would think so.
It's
I think Second Breakfast and Old Toby are like the best sellers.
Old Toby and Rivendell are awesome.
Yeah, I think Old Toby and Second Breakfast are the best sellers. Green Dragon and Rivendell are probably right behind those, and then Bag End is kind of the more traditional.
Green Dragon.
Yeah, Green Dragon's good. Bag End is more of a challenging tobacco, if you want to put it that way.
It's a Scottish blend, yeah.
So
and this one, look, there's nothing wrong with this tobacco. It's just like a little unidimensional. It's not going to. It's not knocking my. It's not bad. Like I would, if I had it, I'd smoke it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm not
there's better.
I've had better. They have many better tobaccos at the Country Squire, which
a ton of good tobaccos.
Highly recommend. Pretty much anything there. I'd still recommend even Kingsfoil is better than some tin tobaccos I've had.
Oh, no doubt.
So,
yeah, this is a good tobacco. Don't get me wrong. It's just in comparison
to the other five.
Yeah, it's just
a little underwhelming.
And I guess if I had it enough, it would be, I would be familiar enough with it where I might have a day where I go, that's kind of what I'm kind of hankering for it, But I think this is my first time having it, so.
For me, it may be like my third or second time having it. It hasn't been one I've delved into. I have a jar of it at home, and then I've probably dipped into it maybe twice.
I also tend to lean more toward the red Virginias than the brights.
Yes.
So that's just my leaning.
But then the Beast is 51% Perique. They have a good helping of red Virginia in there. It did not help it at all. It was all Perique.
Yeah. So would you buy it again?
No. Don't go out. I don't know why people want to buy the crap out of that stuff. It's all right.
And you bought 10
I bought 10 tins.
Did you really?
7, which I'm going to sell in 30 years. No, I bought 3. But there are people that stuff sold out within hours.
Well, yeah, because it's small batch. I still think all of that's nonsense. Although, listen, I got to say, the C&D, what is the small batch that they did that was really, well, a couple of them they did, that Honey Bear?
Sun Bear?
Sun Bear. That stuff is good.
Yeah, that's a honey case tobacco with a...
That's how I was getting.
They put a little silver tequila in it.
My goodness, that is good. That is when that one comes around, get it. And the Carolina Red, is it called Carolina Red? Is that what it's called?
Carolina Red Flake sans mold.
Huh?
Without the mold?
Oh, sans mold. Did they have a mold problem with that one?
That was the one that had a mold problem.
Oh, crap.
Back in 2016, I think, was the year. 2016, 17.
Oh, crap.
There was a
So I've got a couple of tins
issue.
of that unopened.
Yeah.
And they haven't, swelled up yet.
You won't know until you open them. That was the problem. Like people would open them up, and some would be fine, and then some would be full of mold. So, of course, Cornell and Deal was cool about it, and they said if you have a tin that's got mold in it, just send it back. We'll replace it.
Yeah, but in 10 years, when I go to open one of those and it's got mold in it, they're not gonna be able to replace it with that. And I like that.
No, but they may comp you.
Yeah, the beast. Yeah, we really couldn't get rid of this crap. Here, we'll give you 2 for 1.
Yes, I will say some of their tobaccos are a little subpar, but for the most part,
Well, anyway, we should be talking about the Country Squire.
Country Squire,
which has great blends, and you can find them online. It was the CountrySquireTobacconist.com, or just Google it.
I haven't heard of a Country Squire tobacco ever developing mold.
That's true.
Ever.
That is true.
No, I think he uses propylene glycol or something. I'm sure he cases the. I don't know if John David does, but I'm sure he buys tobaccos that are treated for blending by hand.
What if he's got like a mold, like a fungus issue?
Like a moldy hands?
Yeah, like, he's got like fingernail fungus or something. Would that get into
I'm pretty sure he probably wears gloves. Or, I've seen them blend tobacco there. They don't, they
Does he have to
their
wear a
hands
mask
first.
now when he does that?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because I have to wear a mask when I preside over the Eucharist.
Don't you have to wear gloves too? Or
I don't wear gloves. No. No, that's kind of dumb for a priest to wear gloves because, what are we preventing there? Like, first of all, the gloves wouldn't be sterile. Like, I've washed my hands and I've put sanitizer on them. So now if I add a glove to that, the glove is just, where's the glove bin?
Yeah, where's the... Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Even if you just take it out of the little package, but you're still touching... I got to turn the page.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this and I'm adjusting my mask.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I know. They need to make all this stuff go away.
Well, the CDC or whoever the scientists have pretty much determined that contact transmission is not a thing.
Yeah, it's really not.
So people that sit there and rub down.
You know what else is not a thing? It's it's not a stomach virus.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You didn't have to wipe out the toilet paper supply for all of the world.
Or if you're going to buy the cheap crap, so I can at least get the Charmin.
Are you a Charmin man? Does your little tushy need Charmin?
Well, you see, the thing is, it's nice and soft.
Like a baby's bottom.
You're not going to tell me to shut up?
Let me just say this. Tangential thought number 418. Baby's Bottom by Dunhill. That is one I wish Peterson would bring back. Now, I've got several unopened tins of that. That is a nice blend. And I always thought that was an underappreciated Dunhill blend, that people just didn't make as much over it as they did like 965.
Well, write Loud DC and tell them you'd like to see BB come back. They're the ones that produce that now. With Peterson.
Didn't miss a beat.
No.
Those Petersons are just, it's same, yeah.
It's the same thing.
Because it's not like Peterson's making them either. I don't know who's making them, but Peterson's now just slapping their name on it.
I don't know who actually tins the tobaccos, but probably...
Yeah, I bet you it's not somebody with moldy fingernails.
Yeah.
Because they've never had a problem.
What?
But C&D has.
That's the thing. Like, I know the way they blend their tobacco. Like, you see videos of Jeremy Reeves doing blending tobacco. He's always got gloves on. Like, so it ain't the moldy fingernails.
So we've got a little store. In our area, you and I go to mostly Mayan. Mayan Import.
Yeah, Mayan Import, yeah.
And then we've also got up the street from Mayan on Severn. What is that one called? Habana? Not Habana. Habana's down
Port?
Vets. I go there sometimes.
Good friends? No.
No, what's the one
News?
on Severn? It's mostly a cigar place. Anyway, so they I don't even know if they have pipe stuff anymore. Right up the street from that on 18th Street, Don Juan's. Right up the street on 18th Street is something called Good Habits.
Good Habits, yeah.
And they have like booze. They have, I think, wines and scotches and high end stuff like that, cigars. And they had some bulk tobaccos as well, some Camoys and such. And there was a lady there, and I think she was Cuban, and English was her second language. She had a very thick accent. And I went in there one day to buy some chamois, and she put, and this is long before the pandemic, and she put these rubber gloves on to go and take the little coins out and weigh them. And while she was doing that, and I wasn't paying attention, I was in one of my rants about the FDA and Big Brother and get out of my business, and I don't need you telling me what's healthy for me, and I'm going on and on and on, and she's just going, because I suspect she probably didn't understand much of what I was saying anyway. And then I looked over, and she's got rubber gloves on, and she's like dealing up my chamois coins.
Yeah.
So people do wear the gloves, I guess. I don't want to touch the tobacco. I don't think it was for my protection.
You think it was for hers?
I think it was. She looked very...
like, why are they making me do this?
She just looked very well put together. Like, I mean, she was beautiful, and she was well dressed, and she, just hair and makeup, and she's thinking, this jerk came in and is going to make me touch that nasty ass tobacco, and all I wanted to do was sell a bottle of scotch, or whatever. Anyway, I don't know how I got onto that.
Is there to look pretty and make money?
I guess so. She might be Mrs. Habit. Maybe that's why it's called Good Habits. I don't know. I don't go there much. But. All right, we probably ought to wrap this up. I give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up?
And it's not knock your socks off. It's not bad. It's good. It's good quality tobacco. Just a little unidimensional.
Yeah. The ratings on this series have been pretty much all fun.
Oh, they're all fine. You're not going to go wrong with anything in here.
Will not.
It was a good selection of aromatics versus non-aromatics, and I think if I were going to give, I think on the aromatic side, if I were going to give one of them my hey, this would be the one I would choose. It would be Old Toby.
I would say Rivendell.
And I think you say Rivendell. That's a good second one. I think on the non-aromatic side, my go-to would be Green Dragon.
I would say Bag End, but yes.
Yeah.
Green Dragon's a great one as well.
Yeah, so there you go. I think it's we finally got this series done. It looks like we have audio. It looks like we have video, so we didn't screw that up this time around.
Until you press it after, you're like, oh, darn, the audio. I can't...
There you go.
Can't hear it.
All right. So I don't remember. It's been so long. How do we sign off on these things? It's something like bleep, 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 bleep.
We do.
Yeah, so I'll say on behalf of Mark VV, who now goes by the Briar Bothy.
The Briar Bothy.
And you should check out his channel because he actually has material.
I always say there's content coming. There is content available now.
So on behalf of a guy with content available, this is Padre. Wishing you and yours, and Egypt, and the Suez Canal, God's peace.
And TikTok.
Trump banned TikTok. God's peace, grace, and blessings. Fade to dark.
Huh?
Fade to dark. And then we keep talking.
You want to play some music that's going to get us knocked off of YouTube again? Can we do Fade to Black? Who was that? That's
Ozzy, Sabbath? I don't know. Who was that? Fade to Black.
Fade to Black. Wasn't that the Rolling Stones?
That was... I don't know. The White Album. No, it was the Beatles.
Now I'm going to look it up.
Bohemian Rhapsody.